Dall E2 is OpenAI's text-to-image tool, and therefore I'm back on the OpenAI website, and there we can also find information about Dall E2. All you need to get started with this tool is an OpenAI account, and in case you followed along this course, you should have such an account already. Therefore, we can simply try Dall E2 together now. One important thing about Dall E2 before we get started though, just as Midjourney, Dall E2 is not for free. Midjourney is a monthly subscription, so you pay for the minutes you consume that it takes to generate the images. Dall E2 uses a credit system. In your user profile, you can see your current credits that you have, and you can also buy more credits. Each operation you perform in Dall E2, like generating images, editing images, and so on, costs you round about 1 credit. Therefore, Dall E2 is definitely not cheap. So it's up on you to decide if you want to buy some credits here, or if you just want to follow along the videos to learn how Dall E2 generally works. With that out of the way, let's go back to the starting page, so to say, and there you see an important positive aspect of Dall E2. The user interface is very simple and straightforward. You don't have this Discord integration that we saw in Midjourney. You only have your message box here, where you can add your prompts and then generate your images. This is not a prompt engineering module, so I won't dive into the details behind writing correct prompts in Dall E2. You can find some inspiration already down here in these example pictures. So basically, you can just write normal phrases containing lots of keywords and details to describe the picture, the image that you want to generate. Let's get started therefore with our first image. The first image I want to generate is a photorealistic house with garden. These are the images. Just as we saw it in Midjourney, you always get 4 alternatives for the images for your prompt. You can of course also select these images and skip through these, and the quality and the level of detail is inferior to Midjourney, at least at the point in time when I'm recording this video. This is not a comparison to Midjourney, therefore I just wanted to mention that. I'm aware of the fact that the Midjourney images look better. Still, this module is all about getting you started with Dall E2, not specifically about how to generate the best possible looking images. So we can choose one of the images here. Let's say I like this one. Now I have different options how to proceed. One option would be to simply download the image right here with this download button. This downloads the image to your machine. An alternative to not lose this image is to save it over here. There you can either add it to an existing collection. I already have a houses collection, but I can also create a new one here and call it Beautiful Houses. The collection can either be private or public. In my case, I will keep it public because we have nothing to hide here. And now we'll simply create this collection, and this house is saved in there now. The collections can be found in the corresponding ribbon up here. There in our public collections, we have the beautiful houses. And this collection now simply contains this image, including the prompt used to generate this image. And now we can select the image, view it in full screen, download it, and so on. If we go back to our main menu here though, we see that our prompt and the image is no longer displayed. This is not a problem though, because first we save this image in our collection, and even if we haven't done this, we can always find our images here in our recent images. So all images we created are saved in here. And more importantly, we can also find all images created here in our history. So this is the house with garden that we just created. Here we have the same view that we saw in our collection. If I close this window now, go back to the main menu and open my timeline, I can also select the image in here like this. So there I also got this image. I can't see my prompt here, but if I go back, I can see the prompt that I used up there in this message box. Images are always stored in this format. So this is 1024 times 1024 pixels. And we can of course also create variants based on one of these images, also just as we know it from Midjourney. So if I select the image and select variations, then we get 4 additional images based on the selected image. This worked quite well actually. Dall E 2 kept the general look and style of the image. So we can select this now and have a look at the image we like most. Once again, we can also find these images over here in our recent generations. So these are the very basics of Dall E 2. How you can generate images, how you can create variations or variants of images, and how you can store and download your images. Now I want to go back to my starting screen here and dive a bit deeper into the tool.